I'm standing in front of the gates of the Greenhouse Club of Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, where student volunteers will be leaving from here to Pokrovka in the region of Talas.
Come on and stand up again. Stand, you're gonna run again. Don't give up, you're gonna see tomorrow that you'll be on your feet again. Sometimes the world's gonna knock you over, but you will see who are your friends. Come on, stand up again. Come on, stand. Stand, you're gonna run again. Your faith and patience will be your soldiers to guide you through your troubled times. Just put one foot in front of the other. The battle's all inside your mind. You have the power to face your demons, no matter how they go on time. And rid yourself of your fear and weakness, so you can start to live your life. Come on, stand up again. Come on, stand. Stand, you're gonna run again. Come on, stand. Come on, baby. Up again. Stand, yeah. Come on, stand. You can make it. Stand, you're gonna run again. Pick up your will and put on your face. If you need to, just take my hand. It's time to demonstrate. Don't hesitate. Just get up and say, yes, I can. Come on, stand. Come on, baby. Stand, yeah. Come on, stand. Come on, you can make it. Stand, you're gonna run again. Stand, you're gonna run again. Oh, stand, yeah. Stand up again. Oh, come on, baby. Stand, you're gonna run again. Stand, you're gonna run again. Come on, stand, you're gonna run again.
This is where our 14 volunteers will be serving for the next 6 days helping children with disabilities.
We're going right now to the orphanage, and we're going there probably to translate. What kind of difficulties will you face? I don't know. Maybe there will be lots of new things that we haven't used before. I don't know yet. For me, this will be a big practice. Probably there will be difficulties. I'm not yet as good as Nazira. Did you study the vocabulary? Yes. Are you ready? What vocabulary? There was new vocabulary?
And then we'll introduce you just a little bit, just to say a few things about yourself. Well, today we're going to be working with several different groups of people. We're going to be working with some of the orphanage staff and also with some of the parents. And our goals are going to be to educate the parents, not only on the disability of the children, but also on activities and games that we can do with them to help promote development.
I was awake a good bit last night because I realized that we have to change a lot of things. And by what God is asking me to do. So first today I will listen. Listen to the caretakers and find out what they need and what they want. I'm starting to strategize how we can help them. And then I'm hoping we'll talk a little bit about normal development. But I'm going to take it really slow today for myself, but also for them. And to give them hope, to give them anticipation that they will learn things that they've never had before. And they've got to move.
Yeah, we really want the caretakers and to understand, like, get a basic understanding of what they're here for, and we're so glad that they're there and that, you know, they're willing to learn, but we just want to go slow and find out what the need is.
Они с утра работают с родителями.
This morning they will be working with the parents. Eunice, Denise and their translators will be with the orphanage staff until lunch.
We're supposed to end at 12:30. And 3 hours would be the most we would use. Yeah. I don't think we'll use 3 hours each day. I think it's too much for them. So I've been working for about 4 years as a physical therapist.
Fizyoterapeut болып 4 жылдан бері işteydi.
In the United States, I usually work with geriatrics, which is older people.
Америкада көбүнчө жанагы картаң адамдармен иштечү да, инсульт болгон адамдармен.
I work at the JAL Children's Hospital, the National Children's Hospital.
Шаарда билсеңер керек, жалда ошол больницада иштейт. Волонтер болуп.
And also work in an orphanage near Bishkek.
Анда балдар үйүндө дагы иштейт, жумасына бір жолу.
Next one. Right here.
But she's been here since 2009?
Yes, since 2009.
I have lots of ideas, but when I talk, I want you to feel free to ask questions and interrupt me so that I really meet your needs. I want to start by talking a little bit about normal development, because even children with disabilities follow normal patterns, just differently and slower.
В основном мы будем помогать преподавателям.
We're going to help the teachers by working with the children. We will replace the nannies. We're going on a walk with the kids. We have prepared activities, dancing, songs, Bible stories, cartoons, crafts. You think you can do it all of this today? We're going to try to do it all today.
Да, это Золушка. Да, это папина дочь. Это веник. Это платье. Все. Пускай положит, ничего не будет. Почему?
Что делали?
So, what have you been doing so far?
We are playing with them. We're a little bit tired. They're pretty active.
How was the first half of your day?
It was fine. We're a little bit tired. We lost some energy.
Exactly, what were you doing?
We read to them and played with them. We had a Bible lesson. Half of them listened, the other half didn't. In general, we played with them all day. The first half of the day was somewhat more difficult because of their perception. They didn't understand us and we couldn't explain to them what to do. It was difficult to work with them. There's a girl, Merim. She threw the bedpan, which the kids use outside, which had feces in it. Of course, she didn't understand what she was doing. This isn't her fault. She touched the feces, played with the bedpan, and then threw it at another kid. And the other kid started crying. And nobody was watching them in order to discipline them. This was the most shocking experience so far.
It went really well. They were they listened well. They wanted to learn it. We got started.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't cover all my notes, but that's okay.
Good start.
So, yeah.
And then we also looked at their children with special needs and disabilities, and try to identify the difficulties that they have with development.
So I translate to him all that, and the parents they give question and try and answer. That's it.
Do you think the parents liked it?
I think they did. Yeah, they seemed very engaged and very excited.
They're waiting for tomorrow.
Yeah, very excited about the exercises and the activities that we did with them today.
They stick the hunk of dough on the wall?
Supposedly this is where we went.
Really?
It's not a metal thing, it's
Clay.
This looks like a party place.
No, I understand, but they just stick it
So big.
in a circle on the wall and then they stamp it.
Я знаю. That one little girl, the one that I always think it's a...
We're back at the orphanage, and we're going to be with the caretakers. Now you are trading places? Yes, we've already traded. We're going to begin in 5 minutes.
We're going to bend both knees up. A lot of times the muscles on the inside, the adductors, get very tight. And so the knees really come together. Slowly coming apart. And then left hand goes on the hip. Okay. Right hand on the knee. Okay. And then we're just coming. So we want to try to stretch often with them to keep the muscles lengthened, prevent them from getting too short.
Где мы находимся? Что делаем?
Where are you at right now? And what are you doing? We're in this room and we're watching a cartoon.
На улицу идем. На улицу идем.
Let's go outside. Everyone outside.
Куда ты шипа?
Потом по телевизору тебя.
Такое официальное заявление, да? Знаете, нет, на сегодняшнее утро...
This morning we were going to introduce... Take it. Hold it. We were going to play with the kids, introduce ourselves. And when we arrived here, we saw their condition and understood that they couldn't understand the point of the activity.
And what were you able to do of things you planned?
So we were just sitting. Some of the kids understand, for example, Yora, he can understand some of the stories. Some of the kids are cranky, and that's why it's hard to work with them. And this is an example of what we're doing. Now she's going to ask for my glasses.
Are you tired?
Yes, we got very tired, especially morally. That's all I think.
Преклоняюсь я пред тобою и славлю тебя. Дождь пошел и вода потекла, и дождь пошел и вода потекла, и пусть она сейчас наполняет тебя вновь.
Это вторая часть сегодняшнего дня тоже.
Is this the second part of your day? Yes, this is the second part and we're almost finished and ready to go home. Are you responsible to entertain them? I guess so.
First of all, need to fall in love with mom.
И насчет эмоционального развития, да, это самая первая вещь, что это делается. Они возрождается любовь между матерью и ребенком.
Always push just a little bit, not too big.
Постарайтесь, чтобы граждан болсын, да, кішкене болса дағы өздері қол еткенше, чтобы подталкивать это к ним. Ну, не надо как-то ожидать огромный, да, сразу же.
Yeah.
Thank you. Eunice gave a little bit of explanation to the parents about development of children and how they can expect their own children to develop the same way, only more maybe slowly, but they have to understand that that it's the same process, whether it's quickly or whether it's slowly, and they seem to be pretty receptive of it. And they were very interested in some things about their own children, and so they had a lot of questions for Eunice that she answered some and then said she would need to get back with them on other days. We'll deal with specific issues on other days.
I think even for a husband and wife with a disabled child, it's a lot of work just for them. But to have a facility where there's 50 of them all running around with only 5 staff to take care of them, it's just a lot of work.